We're all set to go for the second MotoE race here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. The rain has returned to Silverstone once again, which means we're in for a very interesting run. 6 laps ahead of us for race 2 of the day. Here's your starting grid. Eric Granado back on pole position, followed by Matteo Cassidy and Hector Garzo. Kevin Manfred and Kevin Zanoni as well. Randy Kumanaka starts 6th once again. Nicolas Spinelli, Matteo Ferrari, Jordi Torres, Andrea Mantovani, Alessio Zarconi, Tito Rabat 12th, 13th for Alessio Filelio, Lucas Salvadori 14th, Miguel Pons, Hakaro Kubo, Mika Perez and Maria Herrin are down in 18th position. Alongside me in the commentary box is Omi, just getting set up as well. I don't know if he's just there just yet. His camera's not on either just yet, so he's just preparing. Race going to be starting 5 minutes earlier than scheduled to try and get these systems running. So around about 60 seconds until we should be getting ready to go. The medical car has returned to the back of the grid. And there is Alessandro Zarconi starting 11th. 1 win in MotoE, 3 podiums, no pole positions. This morning, it was a battle and a half. Randy Kumanaka in the run with Kevin Manfred. Kumanaka taking the race win.
Hello.
Hello, Omi. You all right?
Yeah, basically I had you turned on, so I didn't know we were live.
Oh, sorry. We've got that if you want to put the camera on, I've got you on monitor like this morning. There you are. Hello, Omi. You doing okay?
Yeah.
So, another 6 laps ahead of us. The rain's starting to come down once again, and it's coming down quite heavy, and we're going to do 6 laps of this thing, and they've got no idea what's going to happen. It should be fun.
Should be fun, but let's hope that we survive. Let's hope we get something like earlier on, but this is going to be absolutely electric.
Nicely done. Red flag at the front, all eyes to the lights with a green flag in the back. MotoE Race 2 here for the British Grand Prix is under starters orders. The lights will activate. Lights out, race on. Good start from the front row. Eric Granado gets a little bit of a wheelie, but leads into turn 1. Matteo Cassidy gets a better second phase into Abbey, and we've got a crusher already. Down at the back, I think that is either Zarconi or Cuba. Oh, multiple down. Multiple down. We got 3 down at turn 1. One is Zarconi, as I predicted as well. And the race leader is that Matteo Cassidy. We're not too sure. We can't quite tell. Well, the finger salutes are everywhere. It's raining quite hard. Now, they should be on the wet tyres, but we're trying to work out. Cassidy leads from Granado. It's Randy Kumanaka who has crashed down. Randy Kumanaka is out, and there's more down. And then there's Kumanaka's down. That's the 53. That's Tito Rabat down as well. And I think Kevin Zanoni's gone down too. Well, there's 4 down at turn 1 due to the conditions. Surely we'll see a red flag. Nothing on the timing screens yet, but what a great start. And it is Matteo Cassidy leading as we come through, and the rain's getting heavier.
Yeah, the rain's getting heavier. We surely do need a red flag after that one. There were so many drivers off the road. Abby, a lot of them are continuing on though currently, but hopefully we are going to get a red flag because the rain is absolutely terrible on the circuit.
And there's more spray coming, and the one wet tyres, we understand, we can see them on it as we look at the inside. There we see Mantovani making a move on Matteo Ferrari. Ferrari getting forced down a little bit. No sign, 4 down, so it's Rabat, Zanoni, Kumanaka and Zarconi who have all crashed out down in towards turn 1. That's put out the yellow flags. Maria Herrin up into 12th position. She's got her best start as well. The MotoE is going incredibly dramatically. Look at the rain now, Omi, down the wet hanger straight. It's getting bad, and there's a lot of spray now, as now Cassidy's under attack from Eric Granado.
Yeah, Granado's going to have a chance as well. Are they going to go 3 wide again? But the rain's getting heavier as we speak.
No jump starts from race control. I thought that would be the red flag, and that's Hector Garzo taking it a bit too wide. He's going to go out wide. Matteo Ferrari doing it as well. They're all trying to find the grip, and it's not there. The rain's going to get heavier, so it's changing conditions every single second. The bike's not set up for this, and there's still yellow flags out in turn 1. No sign of the red flag as we complete lap 1, start lap 2 of 5 to go here at Silverstone. They might just try and style this out, but there's the flashing lights to indicate that you can't overtake into turn 1 at Abbey. Hopefully that's been reminded to Hector Garzo, and it does. Yellow flags are out. And I hope there's not marshals, because any one of them could drop it. Yellow sectors 1 and 4. Miguel Pons has crashed. Miguel Pons has crashed down in the last corner. And now Granada's looking to the inside in turn 2.
Yeah, a lot of crashes. They're all looking for some moves as well. There's some action in the background. Oh.
That's Spinelli trying to look up the inside. There's Matteo Ferrari. And there goes the only one of Jordi Torres. And Torres has to sort of back out of it. Ferrari gets back through. And Spinelli nearly was splat again like he was this morning. Ferrari moves up. So does Spinelli. Torres down to 7th. And that puts the championship to Jordi Torres down to 9 points. Matteo Ferrari making up for the bad qualifying he had. Is now up into 5th position. Miguel Pons has crashed out. 13 runners then left in this MotoE race. So that's Miguel Pons, Tito Rabat, Kevin Zanoni, Randy Kumanaka, our winner this morning, and Alessandro Zarconi. That's 5 riders only down on the opening lap, and yet we're still going. But the conditions were not as bad as this morning. There's not a lot of standing water, but it's the fact is that there's rain coming down, and it's changing underfoot quite a lot.
Yeah, they basically dropped like flies on the opening lap right down at turn 1. I'm surprised we haven't got a red flag, but looks like we're surviving for now with a yellow flag in sector 4. So it looks like it's got cleared in sector 1. So only the sector 4 one needs to be cleared. But yeah, the rain's continuing to come down. I won't be surprised if we see more cars losing it. But the battle for the win once again hyping up here now.
Makia Perez has made up 9 places. He's up to 8th. Mantovani's up 6 as well. Granada dropped back from the lead, of course, to Matteo Cassidy. Hector Garza staying in 3rd position. Granada might go for that move back, though. It's raining really hard now. Down the hanger straight, it's really bad weather visibility-wise as well. I'm surprised they haven't thrown the red flag. It's just come down out of nowhere, this bad weather. And it's quite hard to see. That's Granada. We're literally having to squint to look at the monitors. Granada under pressure from Garzo. And it's a little bit better down to Vale. There's just a lot of turbulent spray coming through and affecting everything as they come out of Club Corner. We are under green flag conditions though. All yellows are come in. And that is Nicolas Spinelli passing Jordi Torres in the battle for 6th and 7th position. So 13 left in this race with 4 laps to go. 2:22.744 from Hector Garza was the fastest lap in the race so far. And they're all just towing it round now. They can't even put the full power down on these bikes because it's going to go spinning out like we saw in turn 1.
Yeah, 4 laps though now remain as also they're looking for a move would be Torres in the 81. But yeah, absolute chaos. They're still battling as well.
Spinelli on the inside of Matteo Ferrari for 5th position. Ferrari's going to get him back though, coming through Aintree. Nope, Spinelli shuts the door. So he's made that move quite clearly done.
Yep, he has, but yeah, the rain getting heavier, so I'm surprised we haven't got a red flag, but once again, they're kind of risking it now, aren't they? They're letting this one continue until there's another big crash, probably.
Well, we've got 5 out already, out of them as well. Technically, Rabat, Zanoni, Kumanaka, and Zarcone don't even count as taking part in this race because they never crossed the first sector lap time, whereas now Miguel Pons not counting either. He never completed the first lap, so they get the N1. So not 1 lap completed before being out of the race. 13 officially left. Everybody now scores points out there today. The championship goes down to 15, of course. So Maria Herrera will get her double points once more this year across the 2 races. As again, they're all just carefully going around. Torres as we pass Ferrari. It's foggy now, isn't it? I mean, it's foggy coming through Maggots and Beckett's.
Yeah, foggy visibility now is going to be really, really hard. We're struggling to see as well of who's actually who in this field right now. And it's really hard in MotoE as well to just identify cars anyway. But with the visibility, it is really, really hard. But looks like they're all behaving. I don't think a lot of them are taking risks as they know. As I think they'd rather score points rather than have a retirement in these wet conditions. So they're all just being careful. But when opportunities do come, I think they are going to go for it. But look at the rain here.
I'm literally having to squint to try and see. I'm stepping back in the commentary box just to get a bigger picture. It's really disappointing that the visibility is that bad. They can see where they're going. They're literally out the cockpits. They're being hit by the rain pellets as well. Yeah. Everyone else with umbrellas keeping on. So 3 laps to go. We are we're halfway gone. Cassidy 2:24.07. Granado 2:23.28. So Eric Granado is leading the fastest lap category for an extra bonus point as they swing through. Look at that, Torres and Ferrari. Ferrari's dropped back to 7th, Torres in 6th. So the gap now to Torres, passing Ferrari, 12 points now in the championship, going into the last couple of races as well. That's going to be interesting. It wraps up, of course, at San Marino. this title. So we've got a couple more weekends left after this summer break. Austria doubleheader, Catalonia doubleheader, and then a doubleheader, of course, back at the San Marino. As we see, Aragonano new fastest ever lap time around this circuit. Nothing new there.
They also have a fastest lap thing?
Yes. One bonus point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Oh, it's really wet now coming through Brooklands into Luffield. Cameras are struggling to pick up exactly who's where as well. Somebody give them that camera lens a bit of a wipe. That's what they need. It's not exactly great TV pictures, but it is very tricky out there as they come out of Woodcote across the national start line in towards Copse Corner. And once
it's really bad mostly at the end of the lap, isn't it?
Yeah, that last sector. It starts at Beckett's, doesn't it? And then it's the last sector down Hanger Straight in towards Stone, Chapel. It's all around that area. This is Maggots now, and into Beckett's. You can see the rain on the cameras, and there it gets worse, look. We're in the most open parts. And the wind's picked up as well. Wind speed is at 14 kilometres an hour. That's a lot more. So that's what's blown the rain in from where we had it at the sprint race, where it was almost dry. Now it's gone back to wets again. Storm Anthony, and look at that, down the Hanger Straight. It's almost unrideable. Where is the red flag? You can barely see anything now, as that's Cassidy going to the inside trying to pass Granado.
Yeah, I'm actually struggling, but I just looked outside, and for me it's absolutely sunny now, so...
Yeah.
I don't know if I got the Belgium climate going on here.
Everyone's everywhere at the moment. So if the race does need to be red flagged, it would be Cassidy who would put his hand up. Cassidy, as the race leader, would put his hand up and say, this has got to be stopped. So that's the situation. It's whoever leads the race can control it. It's very wet now down the start-finish straight. It's picking up. Do you see that water? Well, there goes Granado on the inside into turn one. Doesn't get through. And it's a 2:19.740. So the track... quicker. Go on.
So if we got a red flag now and the race didn't restart, then... Here comes Granado.
Granado on the inside line, gets out of Cassidy down towards Village, but round the outside into the loop goes Cassidy. Granado will now try and get the cut back, coming out of the last corner, gives it the welly, coming down to Aintree, then down the Wellington Straight. Can Granado find a way through? No, and the spray's getting a bit too much there as well. It looks okay down this part of the track, but it's the last sector, now 14 kilometres. It's now 23 kilometres an hour wind speeds. Why don't we have a red flag? I don't know.
If the race got red flagged and didn't restart, would we still score points?
Yes, but it would be not restarted. More than 3 halves have been completed. So we're more than 3/4 through.
But Cassidy could, so basically Cassidy could just put his hand up and get the win easily.
Yeah.
If he feels like he's under pressure massively by Granado.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did that down the Hanger Straight. Look at that from Hector Garzo. He's in a battle with Spinelli and Torres, and he's gone wide coming out of Copse Corner. Spinelli's going to go for third position round the outside line, coming into Maggots and Beckett's. There's the leaders with the rain and the wind picking up massively now through Maggots and Beckett's. And has Spinelli got back ahead? No. Kevin Manfred's passed Luca Salvadori, though. Not bad. That's a 10th position and 9th moved over. In fact, Manfred... Yeah, it's all changed over. Down the Hanger Straight, then.
All changing.
Don't like the look of this at all into the braking zones. It's just tricky. It's too tricky. So it'll be 1 lap to go after this. Another 3.666 miles. As a little look to the inside line, that was Jordi Torres. Nope, he's going to defend from Matteo Ferrari. And there goes Spinelli. Tries to look on the inside of Garzo. Last lap, Cassidy at 2:19.327. 5/10 advantage between him and Garzo now. Granado.
Yeah, Granado really does need to close the gap up, but it is really hard with the Garzos, Granados.
Granado and Garzo right in between each other as well. It's very difficult, but I think Cassidy's got this one. Just needs to stay controlled as well and not get spooked by the conditions. The wind speed now is at 13 kilometres an hour, so it's dropped down again, but we keep getting big gusts of wind that blow across the circuit and bring this water back in. There's another one as Cassidy gets on the curb and gets unsettled by the wind, and that's lost him a little bit of time to Granado. Meantime, further back, Spinelli has passed Garzo. Nicolas Spinelli is up into third position, and now Jordi Torres is going for third position on the inside line of Brooklands, and that is Torres for fourth, passing Garzo. Can he get third position ahead of Nicolas Spinelli? He's a bit too far back there for my liking, but it's still half a lap to go.
The Ferrari could maybe put some pressure on as well, on Ganado as well, for the Pops.
And there we see on the inside line, Torres going for the move, and Jordi Torres will finish on the podium. Mega advantage for his World Championship points. And now he's gone a little bit wide. Torres versus Spinelli, and Torres stays ahead. And look at that from Matteo Ferrari. He gets ahead of Hector Garzo side by side into Maggins and Beckett. Wonderful bit of positioning there. 16 points to gap in the championship now. Cassidy's pulled out a full second to Eric Granado, so that's them done for the distance. Down the back straight.
Behind.
Yeah.
Looks like Cassidy's on his way to victory now.
It's a very...
Ferrari have a chance for Spinelli, maybe?
I think... no, he's too far back, so that's not going to be fourth position, unfortunately. He's going to have his work cut out defending from Hector Garzo. Matteo Ferrari will have to really push it back. And in fact, Torres might be passed by Spinelli once more. Into the last two corners then. Matteo Cassidy rides a very difficult race and takes the checkered flag to win here at Silverstone. Race 2 belongs to Matteo Cassidy. Eric Granado is second, and Nicolas Spinelli across the line. He gets ahead of Jordi Torres, and that changes the complexion of the championship. Very small, but a great result. Matteo Ferrari 5th, Hector Garzo 6th, Andrea Mantovani 7th, Hekio Kubo 8th, Kevin Manfred 9th, Mika Perez 10th, Lucas Salvadori 11th, Alessandro Finelio 12th, and Maria Herina finishes in 13th. Out of the race, Pons, Rabat, Zanoni, Kumanaka and Zarconi. That was another fun race, Omi. Another fun one.
Another electric one, but this is how it happened. So he's going to place the car on the outside line, and he's just going to get through. Just around the outside, simple, and he got it done. I thought it was going to be some up and unders and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it was just very simple.
Oh, look at that. Jordi Torres tried his best to get on the jump, but it just didn't work. That was absolutely spectacular. Matteo Cassidy swimming down the hangar straight. He wins and picks up 25 points. Eric Granado is in second position. Nicolas Spinelli in third. That's round 5 complete. The 2 races done. What a brilliant weekend of racing for MotoE here at Silverstone. They'll be back, of course, in Austria 2 weeks' time. Granado crosses the line as well, keeps it across. Another good result, another good race. 6
Red
done.
Bull Ring, yeah?
Red Bull Ring, yeah. Austria at the Red Bull Ring.
Ooh. Well, at least it's second than I know then.
Yeah, but they have got the chicane. They have got the chicane now, don't forget, down the run up towards turn 3. So
was it to avoid? Was it to avoid the thing that happened?
Yes.
In 2020.
Yeah.
Was it 2020? Where Valentino Rossi.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it was 2020. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they changed it last year in 2022. 2 years later, after another incident in 21. Because in 21, Danny Pedrosa had a fire at that part of the track. And then turn 1, Maverick Vinales a week later had to jump off the bike and it hit the ear fence and caught fire. Very dramatic couple of races.
Yeah. I literally say that it's a circuit. I know, but what about Silverstone? We're at right now.
Yeah,
I definitely know this place. So.
Back-to-back F1 tracks as well. So
what's after Austria?
Say again?
What's after Austria?
San Marino. Then we go to Barcelona. Then San Marino, and then we go to India. Then we go to Thailand, Australia, Malaysia, Valencia, I think. Unless I've missed a couple on the calendar there.
Yeah, this is the start chaos.
So Ferrari was involved, as well as Miguel Pons. So what happens with Ferrari? There, Ferrari on the inside line, hits Kumanaka. Kumanaka drops, hits Zanoni, and Zarcone hit Pons. And Pons went off the track. So incident to be reviewed after the race. We'll bring you any updates on that tomorrow in the warm-up session for MotoGP. Cole says hi. Hi, Cole. Yeah. So this is Ferrari, and Kumanaka's on the inside line. Watch this. And we're on board. There you go. Ferrari might get a penalty for that because he was in a place he didn't need to be. Look further back though. Miguel Pons hitting. Yeah, he tagged the back. Yeah, Pons hit the back of Zarcone and took him down. And then look at that. That was just everything else. Ferrari getting hit as well. Not a great result there. Not a mess.
Yeah, and also with the rain, it was kind of expected. I'm surprised we didn't get anything in the first one, where just drivers on the inside taking out. It's kind of a predictable race one, but happened in race 2 at the start.
Well, we're going to have to go off here because in 10 minutes' time we are covering the IndyCar second practice session. Don't know where Josh T is from everything as well. He's disappeared. So we'll see what it's like over the next hour. But closing thoughts, Omi, on MotoE this weekend?
It's been very electric. Very electric, rainy, and electric.
Well, thanks to you, Omi, for being a part of the MotoE this weekend. MotoGP is back tomorrow morning with the warm session, followed by Moto3, then the MotoGP race, and then Moto2 straight after, and then IndyCar as well throughout on Sunday. Join us tonight, though, for coming up in 10 minutes' time is the second practice session from the Music City Grand Prix at Nashville, and then also it will be qualifying from IndyCar at Nashville. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye.